And so other big sports news, Tigers Stadium celebrates its 100th birthday this year, kicking off the first home game with sold out season tickets. The Coliseum-like stadium stands as a cultural icon and hallowed ground for Louisiana sports. Here's a look back at Death Valley and how it got its nickname and its claim to fame.
Chance of rain, never.
On home game days, Tiger Stadium becomes Louisiana's fifth most populated city, with more than 100,000 fans filling the stands. As Tiger Stadium turns 100 years old, some things change and others remain constant. The Golden Band from Tigerland, whose fan base never falters regardless of wins or losses, fires up the crowd with the fight song. At any given home game, James Manasseh sits in the press box named after his father, former LSU Sports Information Director Paul Manasseh, compiling and conveying stats to journalists as the interior public address announcer.
And my job is to help get the information to the computer people, but also to sort of turn that chaos and synthesize it so that it can be understood and I can announce it to everybody that's in the press box. From 1969 until present, I've missed one home game. And that was my freshman year of law school because we were going to have our finals starting on Monday.
In the stands, you'll find LSU superfan Mike Serio cheering on the Tigers.
So far, I've been to 502 consecutive games. I haven't missed an LSU game since October of '83.
And following game day, you can read all about it in the Tiger Rag, owned by longtime sports writer Jim Inkster.
I've been writing a column for Tiger Rag when we call ourselves the Bible of LSU sports for 40 years. And when I started in 1985 working for Steve Myers, I had no idea that in 2010 I would actually purchase the company, but I have it now, and we remain the only sports publication of its kind devoted to LSU, and we're proud of that, and we always have things to write about.
Tigers Stadium embodies a loyal fan base that has endured for generations. The iconic structure is a cultural, sports, and social force in Louisiana. Since 1924, the stadium has set the scene for many momentous events that are part of LSU legend and lore. 1959, Billy Cannon's famed Halloween night 89-yard run, the year LSU won the national championship. The 1988 earthquake game, where fans rocked the stadium, cheering for LSU against Auburn with earth-shaking energy that registered on the LSU Geology Department seismometer.
LSU wins or loses on this play, it would appear.
There's just so many unbelievable experiences and games that everybody can share and everybody can remember together.
You've traveled all over the nation attending LSU games in different stadiums. What makes Tiger Stadium so special in your opinion?
Well, number one, it's the fans. It's people from South Louisiana, LSU fans in particular. You know, we like to have a good time. We like to eat, we like to drink, we like to party, have a good time, laugh, and enjoy life.
Mike Serio marked his 500th LSU game in 2023, a milestone on display among the wall-to-wall memorabilia in his Po' Boys and Deli shop in New Orleans. Mike has watched the LSU Tigers play in all types of stadiums and believes none compare to Death Valley.
Well, a lot of people say, they criticize LSU. Oh, we don't have enough bathrooms. We don't have enough concession stands. We don't have this and we don't have that. And you know, that's what makes a stadium unique. You know, I don't think the Boston Red Sox are going to get rid of Fenway Park with the green monster. You know, I don't think Cubs are going to get rid of Wrigley Field with the ivy.
The original Tigers Stadium was built in 1924 as the largest stadium in the South with a seating capacity of 12,000. Over the years, subsequent expansions included the 1936 construction of the North End Zone structure with student dorms. Today, 102,321 fans can fill the stands of Tiger Stadium.
And that makes Tiger Stadium the 7th largest stadium in the world and the 2nd largest in the Southeastern Conference, and only surpassed by a few hundred by Texas A&M's Kyle Field.
The growth is unbelievable. I mean, I remember going out there when you had no upper decks. You know, everything was, you know, metal seats, but it still had this, because of the old nature of it, it still had this aura about it and this mystique, and it just seemed like this big edifice that was just an amazing place to wander around and be in.
Jim lived in Tiger Stadium as a student in the 1970s when it housed dorm rooms.
I enrolled at LSU in the year of 1977, and in my first game, LSU beat Rice 77-0, which is still the largest point production for an LSU team in modern time. It was in my first game, and I'd never seen anything like it. At that time, the capacity was 68,000, but every seat was filled, and I thought it was the greatest place on earth.
Today, the dorms are closed, and the concrete openings in the coliseum-like structure are glassed in, but the painted numbers at every 5-yard line remain as a quirky relic from the mid-1940s that made it easier to call night games. Another enduring feature, the open press box.
And I think one of the things with it being open is that the media, everybody that covers it, gets to hear the crowd. Most of the stadiums, they're enclosed, and so it doesn't have that sort of sound, and they don't feel that. But you also have the stadium, the seats are so close to the field. This isn't one of those stadiums where you have a track around it and you have all this other, you know, area around the field. The fans are right on top of it.
Over the years, Tiger Stadium has hosted many notable non-sports events, including Billy Graham's 5-day televised religious crusade in 1970, attended by thousands.
The 1983 International Special Olympic Games are hereby open. Good luck, Special Olympians.
In 1983, Tiger Stadium staged the Special Olympics International Summer Games opening ceremonies, a spectacle of famous names with the Parade of Nations. In 1988, the stadium starred in the movie Everybody's All-American.
I'm special just as long as I keep making touchdowns. Welcome to the big leagues, Golden Boy.
Today, Tiger Stadium is considered among America's most treasured stadiums by the Historic Stadium Caucus.
The mystique of Tiger Stadium, it's just different than most every place else.
As it stands today, the LSU Tigers can count 4 national titles, 1958, 2003, 2007, and 2019, with hopes for another championship season.
I think every coach at LSU is measured by those majestic seasons. And now if you win 10 games and go to a bowl game and win it, that's not good enough. People demand national championships. And this is a pivotal year for Brian Kelly.
Will you be at every game?
You just insulted me. Yes, I will. And it's just my passion. And it's kind of I want to keep the streak going.